Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing. In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, trifling, difficult. Let more. I don't know why you love me. You got it bad for me, babe. I'm so glad that I can have this, babe. Nobody else true. Nobody else makes me. Nobody else had a clue what I could do, what I could do. We're right around the love, right around the trip, right around the dick. I don't wanna slap me up, babe. Don't wanna sit. Right around the world.
So what I'm doing is I am using these toothpicks not to poke holes or anything, but to make sure that his tongue is suspended so that it doesn't get stuck. But the first side is cured, and now we're going to start working on the second side. Okay guys, we have flipped this baby over, and I've noticed that we have some dripping here. This is not anything that you can really do anything about. You can't wipe it off with alcohol because now it is a part of the fabric of this doll. However, I intend for him to have hair, so that will cover it up. Here's another thing that's more significant to me, which is where I did the both sides of the arms, and this was where the arms, I wouldn't say stuck, but stuck. And we should do enough brown coats to where that won't be quite as visible. So now I'm really rethinking whether or not I want to do both sides of the arms and legs on the front side. Perhaps I want to do it on the back side. I also got a board underneath here to make it a little bit longer, and that'll help with sticking. So we may have to just do one side at a time. So I'm going to just do this side brown, and then his back and the back of his head and his neck. And I'll try to leave his ears because I see that has already been done. So one of the things about knowing when your doll is cured fully is unless your, look at my hand here, unless your kit is compromised in some way, if this is cured, then your doll is cured. And when I say compromised, I mean that if it doesn't cure on your doll and you've seen it cured on your bowl, and I just spray alcohol on my hands to try to get off. I may have to stop for a minute and go wash my hands though, but we'll see how well this alcohol works. And that's why you need to keep a spray bottle of alcohol, because you're working with paint that could smudge your baby up. That's pretty good. All right. So another rule of thumb is that if you want to know if something is acceptable for silicone, take a little bit of your A and B mixture and put it on there. Like if you want to know if a sponge is going to be okay to use, or some gloves, you're not positive, you don't want to mess up the baby, just take some of your A and B, and if it cures on that item, then it's going to be silicone safe. I am using Silk Pig. I don't know that it really matters. I have used SAM, which Silicone Arts Material, that's what SAM stands for. But right now I am using Silk Pig, and I'm using brown. And then I use my A and B, and I thin it down with my solvent. This time my solvent is Bob Ross. Sorry, Bob Ross odorless paint thinner. Yes, this time my solvent is paint thinner. I have used mineral spirits with Kit, which is the last doll that I painted, and she turned out perfectly. I think I used it with Billy. The only thing that I would say about using mineral spirits is the kind that I used had a bad smell. I wouldn't say bad, but it's a smell that you don't want to be breathing in. and you might want to have an inhaler. So again, part my shirt here, but I took off my apron because I felt like it had too much lint in it, and I need to throw it in a wash. And I don't want it to compromise my, because I kept seeing little pieces of lint flying off. Okay. And then with the paper towels, I use so much paper towel, but I split it into like threes. I try to get this single layer paper towel, but this time I accidentally bought the double layer. So I feel like I'm wasting a lot more paper towel because all I don't really need it to be absorbent. I need it to wipe things off. Okay, I'm only going to use a small amount because I'm only going to be doing this and this basically. May do the backs of the legs now. We will see. You'll see if I do it. And then you saw the amount of A and B I have, and I'm basically putting, I think that's a little bit much. We'll just put it in. This is my cup for cleaning my brushes. So we're gonna pour some excess out. And I can't tell you how thin or thick to make it. It's based on how much ease it takes for you to paint on. But I will tell you that if I make a thicker mix, which with less thinner or solvent, then it cures much quicker. And then it also pounces off better. If I make a very thin, it might be more translucent, but I don't know if, and it takes longer to cure basically, but I don't know if it's better. It will drip more, I would think. All right, then I check my brush to make sure that I have enough, little hairs to move. Then I check my hands before I touch the baby. Make sure that I don't have any wet spots. We get him in position, and we're going to start right here.
You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is, then what makes love exception.